Huh? We request your cooperation and support preventing racial or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or spectators will not be tolerated or announced or removed from the pavilion. We remind you that artificial noise makers are not permitted and are authorized persons on the court at any time. We ask that guests be warned while outside the village racing, and we ask you to please obey the rules and practice social distancing. Social injustice and discrimination on our campus and in our community. We are committed to follow the command of Jesus Christ as according to the Gospel of John, to love one another. Our student athletes, coaches, and staff are also inspired by the Apostle John's vision found in Scripture in the book of Revelation. A great multitude that no one can count from every nation, tribe, and language, standing before the throne of God. At this time, we ask that we take a moment of silence as we reflect on our commitment. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the Knowing for this morning's match between Johnson University Royals and your Bluefield University. Our Father in heaven, we're thankful for this day. On this day, we ask you to please bless all who return to campus for our homecoming weekend. We ask for safety and travel mercies for all. We ask that these young ladies who are seniors, that you may bless them as they go forward in their next step of life. Heavenly Father, we ask you to bless the young ladies also on the court, that they may be injury-free, that they exhibit good sportsmanship, that we play and glorify you. We say these things in the name of our Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Please remain standing for our national anthem, presented today by volleyball player Kirsten Bombas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, or so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars
It's senior day here at the Dome Gymnasium Well, your Bluefield University Rams take on the Johnson University Royals. The Bluefield University Rams come into this contest 16-9 and 12-4 in the conference. As you can hear General Smith yelling for the girls and how excited he is. He helped me do a little bit of camera work prior to the broadcast during your senior day. And he's like, this isn't my normal thing. I'm usually on the sideline cheering for our girls. And like I said, he's done a fantastic job. And like I said, the Rams come into this contest 16-9 overall, 12-4 in the AAC. And Johnson University comes into this contest 16-14, but they're only 4-11 in the conference. Bluefield coming off of a spectacular win here earlier this week against Milligan, winning 3-1 in a very close contest. The last time that these two teams played was on September 14th, where the Rams won that 3-2, but if you remember earlier that week, they took on Bryan College and were up 2-0 and then dropped the final 3, and they were kind of in that same situation going into set number 5 with the Royals, but they ended up coming out on top, and then they went on that long 7-game win streak and have just been on a tear since. After a couple of troubling losses, of course, to Bryan, Brenau, and St. Andrews last Saturday, they've kind of come together, and it's going to be a very exciting day here for our last home meet. And I want to thank all of the parents and fans of the volleyball team for sticking along with us. So, we try to bring you guys the coverage best we can. So we just want to thank you guys so much for your viewership. Like I said, the Rams are coming into this one off of a hot contest in their win over Milligan. And they're setting up here as it is senior day, and we're going to recognize our seniors in Cassidy Brown, Leslie Flores, Gabby Courtney, Aubrey Watcott, and Adriana Grajeda. Of course, a lot of these girls having the opportunity to come back after last year, and we want to thank them so much for spending a lot of time at Bluefield. And the only Johnson University in the Bluefield has actually only played one time prior, and in that game at Johnson University on the 14th. They're a new addition to the Appalachian Athletic Conference after being part of the NCCAA, the National Christian Colleges Athletic Association, which Bluefield was a partner with, along with being part of the NAI. These two had never seen, as the first serve comes from Lukey. Walcott. Lukey. Across right to Lewis. Walcott. Flores. When I talked to Coach Gallimore earlier about how this match is going to go, as that drops right in from Walcott, putting the first points on the board for Bluefield. He told me that this team is a very defensively savvy team. They don't let any points drop the ground, as that one goes out of bounds from Leslie Flores. They don't tend to let any balls drop without quite a fight, and it'll be interesting to see how that one ends up turning out, since the last kind of team they saw was St. Andrews, and where they were so defensive, having two different defensive players of the week in their long season. That goes across to Bump. Passed. Walcott. Connor still keeping it up, as that's knocked over by Wilkerson. Sotomayor with the kill. Puts another point on the board for the Rams. 2-1 start out this one. It comes across from Connor. Lukey, blocked to the line, dropping right in on the far touchline. Putting the Rams up now 3-1. Connor, British Columbia native. Courtney. Hit on the line. recovered, but unreturnable. As another point goes to Bluefield. But you're already seeing the not allowance of these teams going into the libero spot for the Royals. Rihanna Conister walked to the line by Grajeda, and off the hands of Lukey puts another point. Rams now lead 5-1 here in set number 1. As Connor goes back for her third serve. A service error from Connor puts possession and a point on the board for the Royals as Conister goes back to serve. The senior out of Seymour, Tennessee, dribbles. Goes from left to right, and a service error coming from her. And Reese Turner out of Rocky Mountain, Virginia is back to serve. Dig. Over by Lamy. Walcott. Conister. Lukey. A little too much heat from Lukey puts another point on the board for the Rams. Turner. Conister. Lukey. Across, Sotomayor still keeping it up as that's punched over. Lukey up at the line as that drone drops right in. 7-3. And Emily Lamy, the senior out of Irwin, Tennessee, back to serve. And as I'm looking at the roster, only 2 members of this Johnson University Royal team comes outside of the host state itself. Sarah Ducey back to serve. Martin hit across. Walcott. Flores can't get it over the net. 8-4 now the score. And had to wait for approval as Sotomayor comes in for Ducey. And now serving for Johnson, Emma Renner, the freshman at Greenville, Tennessee. Bump. Walcott. Grajeda across. Martin. Lukey trying to drop it right in. Recovered. Conister. Kind of confused Rams. That's up by Brown. Flores. Martin. Bumped over by Renner. Adriana on the far side. Bumped. Conister. That one goes over by Lukey. Coming across. Patted up. Lewis. Cross from Lukey. Brown there. The kid as it drops in on the far sideline. And a kill coming from Flores. Georgia Lewis, Myrtle Beach native out of Myrtle Beach High School. As that one comes, and I talked to Coach Gallimore about her as that one goes across and out of bounds, about how we saw a lot from her in the Milligan game where there wasn't somebody, she was always there. It didn't matter at what position, she would run all the way across the court. We just saw it in the last play. Play prior. That's it. Cross goes to Conister. Martin. Lewis. Flores. Conister digs. Lewis there to recover. Hit over by Flores. Martin still keeping it alive. Sotomayor across, but too much heat from that one. Drives it out of bounds. 10-5. Walcott. Flores almost hitting one of the slights. Martin. Luki hitting it over. Walcott. Connor. Martin. Connor punching it over as that one goes out of bounds. They're going to call a point. It would have gone out of bounds regardless, but they're going to call a point on the Rams for a lift out of Connor. As 8, Lydia Kraft is back to serve. Flores blocked. That one drops right in. Block coming from Lukey and Hannaford. 10-7. As Kraft goes back to serve. And a service error from Kraft sends Aubrey Watcott back to the serving circle. Love to see a crowd out here early on a Saturday morning. Of course, it's homecoming weekend, and later on the Bluefield's Rams Digital Sports Network as that one goes up and across. Turner, Martin. A little confusion there. Flores, as it goes off the hands of Hannaford, knocks it out. On the Rams Digital Sports Network, we're going to have at 6 o'clock, your men's football team will be taking on SAU at Mitchell Stadium. Kickoff, like I said, set to start at 6 as it goes off the hands of Renner, and backwards progress does not allow it to go forward. As Walcott goes back to serve. Comes across a little too much heat. 13-8. Like I said, it's the last home match, and the Rams go on the road for their final 5 games. We take on Montreat, number 2 in the conference, CIU. Then Columbia, as the point goes to Bluefield. Coming off the hands of a Royal. They have Montreat, number 2 in the conference, CIU, Columbia, KCU. We'll drive down to Abington, Virginia for our closest final contest. And Emory and Henry down in Abington, Virginia. Walcott. Sotomayor almost dropping that one in. Lewis there. Turner across. Blocked at the line. Not able to recover. 14-9. Rams still lead. Gentry McReynolds, number 3, the junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Volunteers. Connor. Conister. Blocked to the line from Connor and Sotomayor. Makes it 15-9. Carly Connor back to serve. Goes across and out of bounds. Past the head of McReynolds. Conister. I pronounce Conister wrong. Knatzer. It goes across. Knatzer. A little too much. 16-10. Reese Turner. As that one goes out of bounds, service error. We get 16-11. And Lamy is back. That one drops in on the back line, puts point on the board for the Rams. Sarah Ducey. Martin. Blocked the line. Martin across to Lukey, and that goes off the hand, but Lewis there to recover. Martin out of bounds. (18-11). Martin. Pushed across by Wilkerson. Greta. Martin. As that's palmed out by Shoemaker. And a timeout called by Johnson. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offers options such as nugget strips, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Gigabee Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabee Networks. Going further with the Rams, Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their heart and plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way for innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics as they make their way back onto the court. Score 19-11 here in set number one. Great start for the Rams. As Sarah Ducey is back to serve. Knatzer, Martin. Lukey blocked at the line by Grajeda. And Ducey is back to serve once again. Knatzer. Up by Lewis. And Cassie Brown unable to recover, making it 20-12. Warren tagging in for Ducey. Walcott. Leslie Flores dropping it in. 21-12. Georgia Lewis serving. That goes across. Tipped out of bounds. 21-13. As Kraft goes back. She dribbles. Goes from left to right. Walcott. Flores dropping right in on the far back line. 22-13. Aubrey Walcott, two-time setter of the weeks in week 1 and week 4. Going back to serve here on her senior day. Bump. Martin. Nobody there in the far back corner. 22-14. Hannah Lukey, the freshman out of Willow Hills, Kentucky. Like I said, one of the two players not from Tennessee. The other one hailing from Baku, Azerbaijan. Flores off the hands of Lukey. The senior having quite the day. Leslie Flores. Knatzer. Pushed across. Courtney on the far side, a little too much. Makes it 23-15. The Rams 2 away from ending set 1 in their favor. As Gentry McReynolds jogs her way back. Goes from left to right. Lewis. Connor blocked. Lewis bringing it back into the box. That goes across. And nobody there to get their hands on it. Makes it 24-15. And set point coming up for Carly Connor. Grajeda pushes it out and across. Kind of towed the line a little. 24-16, still set point for the Rams as Knatzer goes back to serve. Flores. Stopped at the line. As that one goes out and the Rams take set number 1. Rams win set number 1, 25-16. And of course it's homecoming weekend and I had the opportunity to interview DeMarcus Winbush yesterday and talk to him a little bit about his time. As here's a short clip of why you should watch. It's going to be on the Rams Sports Network in a little bit. What was it like getting Homecoming King?
Well, the previous year I had got Prince, so I was like, okay, I think I'm a pretty popular dude anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm not thinking I'm going to get a king. I forgot who else was running with me. But my friend Taylor, she had got Queen, and then they yelled my name. I was like, really? And I wasn't too excited because I don't know who we were playing. And I was just so focusing on the game and just forgot that, hey, I got the Homecoming King. But it was definitely an honor getting Homecoming King. And whoever gets it this year, it's going to be very special. And you know what I'm saying? As long as if it's a football player, hopefully he don't get too distracted and get caught up in the moment and still stay focused for our game.
Now, what would you do if they, because a lot of times what they do is they make the former person bestow the previous crown onto that person.
Well, I can tell you one thing. He ain't getting my crown. That's my crown. I wore it. I earned it. So I'm not giving that up. If they want it, they gonna have to come get it.
And as the final ticks clock down, go down here as we set up set number 2. Rams won the first set, 25-16. In quite a dominant fashion, but we did see quite the defensive standing from the Royals like we expected. And Bluefield seemed prepared, but they were in the same boat when they took on St. Andrews, where they won their first set and won set number 4. So this second set tends to be the one that would kill Bluefield after being on such a high standing. And we'll see as they come out here. We're just going to see who tags in. That was Lewis coming in for Grajeda. As Aubrey Watcott goes back to serve. Bump. Pushed across, recovered. Lukey. That one goes out of bounds, but off the hands of Georgia Lewis, puts the first point on the board for the Royals as Hannah Lukey goes back to serve. That one comes from left to right off the hands of Ducey. Flores recovers. So that one's hit almost out of bounds, but Lukey walked to the line. Walcott. Turner pushes it over. Knatzer. Recovered, not able to get there in time. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Royals. Bump. Pushed across from Flores. Knatzer. Reeves. Flores, as that one drops in on the far side from Connor, putting the first points on the board for the Rams here in set number 2. Lukey. Flores not able to get there in time as it drops right in the middle, puts the Royals up 3-1. McReynolds. Sotomayor off the hands of Lamy. Makes it 3-2. And Carly Connor is back to serve. Carly Connor. Service error. Makes it 4-2 as Knatzer goes back in the serving box. Set by Walcott. Reese Turner through the hands of a couple Royals. Makes it 4-3. And she goes back to serve. Walcott. Up, rolling back. Still in play, Knatzer puts it over. Walcott. Sotomayor drops that one in for the kill. Ties it up 4-4, and Reese Turner goes back to serve once again. As Coach talks to her player real quick. And they converse just a little. And Reese Turner puts it over right to McReynolds. And the kill coming from Harley Shoemaker out of White Pine, Tennessee. And Emily Lamy goes back to serve. 5-4 in favor of Johnson. Lamy goes across and a point on the board, tying it up 5-5 again. Ducey back in the server circle. McReynolds, Martin bringing it up. Almost recovered, but not quite. Renner, Walcott, Flores. That one goes out. Makes it 7-5. And Renner back to serve again. Set. Across. Knotts are not able to pick it up, putting it 7-6 in favor of the Rams. Georgia Lewis back to serve. Bump. Martin. Past a couple of Rams, makes it 8-6. And Jamaica having quite a day of her own for the Johnson side. That's Kelly Powell out of Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, which is honestly an awesome name for a city, as Aubrey Walcott drops that one right in, making it 8-7. Walcott. Martin. Reeves put back on Royal's side. Almost blocked again. Walcott. Flores blocked, but it trickles through. Past Hannaford and Lukey. Ties it all up 8-8. And Aubrey Walcott goes back to serve. Referee adjusting the pole. The out-of-bound line. Recovered. Connor. Martin. Walcott puts it back to Turner. It goes off the hand of Martin. Gives Rams the first lead of set number 2, and Aubrey Walcott back to serve. Lewis. Flores punches it over. Knatzer. Martin. Connor. Out of bounds. Ties it up 9-9. Lukey back to serve. Set. Flores. Knatzer. Too much coming from Lamy. 10-9. Leslie Flores back to serve on her senior day. Lukey. Lewis not able to punch it up in time. Ties it up 10-10. Tomorrow we have men's and women's soccer's senior day as the men's and women's team set up for a doubleheader against Truett McConnell. The women start at 2 and the men to start at 4. As that goes off the hand of Lewis, making it 11-10. And Nick Reynolds is back. Sonnermeyer puts it over. Lukey. Lamy gets past a couple of Rams that drops in near the back line. Makes it 12-10, and a timeout coming from Coach Gallimore. His 1989 Black Tie Charter has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offers options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Dutch's Dairy provides its whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their heart in the plant of Royal Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Gigabit Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable cable with no data caps. Gigabit Networks going further with the Rams. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. As the final 10 seconds in this timeout come to a close, Johnson currently leads 12-10 here in set number 2, and Bluefield leading 1-0 overall early on this Saturday morning full of events for homecoming weekend. Sonnermeyer, Lukey, Walcott, Connor, hit across and out of bounds from Wilkerson, the freshman out of Maryville, Tennessee. The Central Wyoming transfer goes back as Knatzer, Lukey. Wilkerson blocked, and Knatzer puts it back. Recovered by Lamy. A big kill coming from Lawrence Sotomayor. Puts another point on the board for the Rams, 12-12. As Carly Connor goes back to serve. Too much heat from the serve, takes it out of bounds, and a point in possession go to the Royals as Knatzer goes back to serve. Knatzer. Walcott took her head, blocked and not able to recover. Makes it 14-12. Walcott through And a point for the Royals makes it 15-12. Grajeda adjusting the pole. Knatzer. Bump by Wilkerson. Walcott. Hit from Flores. Lukey. Lamy. Walcott. Grajeda. Lamy hitting it up. Knatzer to Lamy. Blocked at the line, and that one goes under the net. 15-13. And Reese Turner back to serve. Pushed over, but out of bounds. Puts another point on the board for the Rams. And Turner goes back to serve again. Wilkerson. Walcott. Drops past the hands off of a hit from Sotomayor. Makes it 15 all. Going into the final 10 points of set number 2. Pushed up. Hit over. Set and across from Wilkerson. Blocked the line, and Sotomayor unable to get there in time. Makes it 16-15. Emily Lamy out of Irwin, Tennessee. Walcott pushes it across, and Sotomayor. And a point going to the Rams off of a double. Would have been unreturnable regardless. Blown dead. As Sarah Ducey, the Lakeland Christian alum, goes back to serve. Kill coming from Shoemaker. (17-16). Renner serves. Flores, a lot of heat. Takes Renner back, making it 17 all. That one drops right in from Lewis for the ace. 18-17. Shoemaker, a downward hit, but does not make it over the net. 19-17. And a timeout called by Johnson. The Grind, 1 of 3 string streak kicks off for regional players while implementing a unique culture around their brand. The Grind. The Grind never stops. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Since 1989, Black Tie Chargers has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at the heart of the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Slope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Giving Networks offers broadband internet speed faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable cable with no data caps. Giving Networks going further with the Rams in the final 10 seconds of this timeout come to a close, and Georgia Lewis is back to serve. Rams looking to end set number 2 in their favor to set up a possible sweep. Knatzer blocked the line, but is that pushed across? Hit up as it goes over the line, blocked, and no one there as that's hit over by Connor, making it 20-17. And Lewis goes back to serve. Martin blocked. Check that as it goes through. Powell back to serve. A freshman outside hitter. Right to Brown. Sotomayor goes off the hands of Renner, unreturnable. Makes it 21-18, and Aubrey Watcott goes back to serve. Knatzer. Walcott. Flores blocked, and that one drops in past the line. 21-19. Tagging in Verducci, Sotomayor. They line up in a semi-L formation. Lukey, Walcott, over by Sotomayor. Knatzer, blocked. Sotomayor. Walcott to Turner, and a point to Royals off of a double. Makes it 21-20. The serve coming from Lukey. Walcott. Stop to the line. A block from Connor. As Leslie Flores going back to serve. Knatzer. Stopped. Unreturnable. 23-20, and a timeout called by Johnson. And we're going to take a short break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful.
And we're back. Leslie Flores with the position, put 2 more points on the board to end set number 2 in the favor of the Rams. Walcott, Lewis, Knatzer, Lamy as it goes past the hands of the wall. 23-21 as McReynolds tags in along with Wilkerson, and McReynolds goes back to serve. The junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Defensive specialist in libero for the Royals. Pushed across. And a kill coming from Sotomayor puts Carly Connor for set point. Knatzer, Wilkerson pushing it across. Sotomayor blocked. Blocked the line again. As that one goes under the net, and the Rams take set number 2, 25-21. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, after this short break.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
And to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on today for Saturday of Homecoming and Family Weekend at 9 a.m. campus tours began. We started at Lansdale Hall, and at 10 a.m. we had the Alumni Association meeting, followed at 10:30 introduction to the Heritage Society, and at 11, of course, your Rams volleyball taking on Johnson University for Senior Day. At noon, we have our Alumni Awards Banquet in the Harmon Auditorium. And then at 2 p.m., tailgating opens up at Mitchell Stadium, followed at 5 o'clock, dinner and tailgate competition starting at 5 before the Rams football team takes on the St. Andrews University Knights at Mitchell. And then at 7:30, the Bluefield University Theater Department presents the 39 Steps at Harmon Chapel. And of course, we end tonight at 8 p.m. with our homecoming bonfire, which will be located in front of the Dome at the Dome lawn, as we take an extended timeout. And we're going to be back here in a little bit. And we're back here for set number 3 of action. And Hannah Lukey out of Willa Hills, Kentucky goes back to serve. The Rams look to end this one in 3 sets. Walcott pushes it over. Courtney. Knots are hitting it up and over from Lukey. Flores punches it up. Blocked to the line, pushed across, hit up, but no Ram able to get there in time. Puts the first point on the board for the Royals. And the Rams were in this position with the Royals the prior time they played on September 14th. But the Rams went up 2-0, lost the following 2 sets, and then came back and won set number 3. And a much confused Royals team puts that point on the board. As Flores kind of bumped it into the face of Courtney. All laughs here. The serve comes from Flores. Lukey stopped up at the line, unable to get it up. Makes it 2-1 in favor of the Royals. McReynolds back to serve. Walcott. Courtney punches it over towards Knatzer. Lukey stop at the line. Lewis. (3-1). Dribble from Gentry. Check that, yeah. Well, Gentry McReynolds. Hit. Big kill come from Lauren Sotomayor. Makes it 3-2 in favor of the Rams. Wilkerson blocked to the line, hit up, pushed over from Adriana de Grajeda. Blocked to the line, not able to get over, ties it up 3-3 as the Prince George, British Columbia native is back to serve. And a double puts another point on the Rams, now up 4-3. Doesn't get quite over the tape. 4-4. Knatzer. Back to serve. Walcott. Sotomayor drops it right in front of Lukey, making it 5-4. And Cassidy Brown, the Afton, Tennessee native, transfer from Hiawassee College, as she dribbles right to Knatzer. Pancake saved, but not able to come over from Lewis. Ties it up 5-5. Of course, Cassidy Brown, one of our other seniors, getting recognized today for Senior Day. As Martin goes back to serve. Cassidy Brown not able to get it up in time, makes it 6-5. Walcott across to Grajeda, and it drops in near the back line for the kill. As Sarah Ducey goes back to serve. From Plant City, Florida. McReynolds, and over by Knatzer. Lewis, Walcott, Flores, and over by Wilkerson. Grajeda blocked, and it drops right in on the far, the near touch line, making it 7-6 in favor of the Royals. Renner in the serving circle, goes from left to right. Lewis, Walcott across to Flores, goes palmed up. Lukey. Renner knocked down by the heat of Sotomayor. Blocked the line, but unsuccessful as it rolls through, making it 8-6. And Renner is back to serve. Grajeda pushes it over. Knatzer there. Flores, that drops right in. Makes it 8-7. And Georgia Lewis is back to serve. Martin. Recovered by Lewis. Knatzer. Lukey. Nine, 7. Leslie Flores off the hands of Martin. Makes it 8 in favor of the Rams. And Aubrey Walcott getting ready to serve. Martin blocked as it kind of bobbles off the body of Flores. Called double, 10-8. And Lukey goes back to serve for the Royals. Lewis. Walcott pushed across by Flores, but out of bounds. Makes it 11-8. Lukey still serving. Point to the Royals off of a net violation. Lukey dribbles. Ducey. Connor pushes it over but goes out. 13-8. And a timeout called by the Rams. We're going to thank all of our sponsors since 1989. Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall locations offers options such as nuggets, strips, salads, and box meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Dutch's Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their heart in the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. JB Networks offers broadband internet speed faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. JB Networks, going further with the Rams since 1984. Soap Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Soap Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind run through Spring Street to offer regional flares while implementing a unique culture around their brand. The Grind. The Grind never stops. As the serve comes from Lukey. Hit up. Going out of bounds. Makes it 14-8, and the Royals starting to pull away from the Rams. Lukey dribbles. Connor. Flores. Hit up at the line. Lewis not able to get there in time. Makes it 15-8. Hawkins tagging in for Ducey. Connor. Stop to the line. Hit up. Turner bringing it back in. Lukey. Punched up and away. Renner. Blocked to the line. Still play. As that gets hit out of bounds by number 27, Taylor Cole. The sophomore out of Morristown, Tennessee. And Leslie Flores back to serve. Blocked to the line. Sotomayor. Lukey. Back towards Lamy. Connor punches it over. Knatzer. Reese Turner. Lamy there. Lukey. Too much coming from Reeves. 15-10. And Leslie Flores for her serve. Inbounds. Judgment called made by Knatzer, not in the favor of the Royals, making it 15-11. That one drops in. Renner. Lamy. Not able to get it up. Makes it 16-11. It's our sweat sweepers. Sweep up just a little. And McReynolds goes back to serve. Sotomayor off the hands of Lamy puts another point on the board for the Rams, and Carly Connor goes back to serve. Adriana Grajeda tagging in for Georgia Lewis. Knatzer. Hannaford puts it over. Unreturnable. 17-12. Knatzer pushed over. Flores there. Sotomayor. The hands of Knatzer. Lukey. Walcott. Sotomayor for the kill. Makes it 17-13. Check that. 18-13. As Reese Turner goes back to serve from Rocky Mount, Virginia, a little outside of Roanoke. McReynolds, Lukey. Sotomayor not able to push it quite over. 19-13. Rams down 6. And Jordan Martin out of Nashville, Tennessee, dribbles and serves. Right to Lewis. Flores. Sotomayor. Sotomayor. As that one drops right into the point for Bluefield, makes it 19-14. Sarah Ducey looking for a rally of her own to bring the Rams back here late in set number 3. McReynolds still in play. Lukey puts it over. Walcott drops it in. Walcott. Flores. Knatzer. Flores hits it across. Martin. Knatzer. On the line. And it goes out of bounds, making it 20-14. Renner dribbles. Adriana Grajeda not a little confused on who that needed to go to, but 21-14. And Renner back to serve. Flores hits it over, and it drops right in front of Knatzer. Makes it 21-15. Martin across. Knatzer. Brown there. Flores. Martin pushes it deep. Flores blocked again. Flores pushing it over as that's patted back. Connor blocked. Through and off the hand of Martin. Puts another point on the board for the Rams. 21-16. And Georgia Lewis going back to serve. Just now joining us, Johnson University currently leads 21-16, but the Rams lead 2-0 in sets. And a double is called on the Rams. Check that in violation. That's Lydia Kraft. Flores, right to Renner, unreturnable, 22-17. Aubrey Watcott ready to serve as she gets the referee's signal. Martin, Flores, Connor, Hawkins puts it over. Martin, Lukey blocked as it goes right inside the line. 22-18. Aubrey Watcott serving. Renner, Martin. As that one goes out, makes it 23-18. Royals 2 away. Hannah Lukey. The Rams are going to try to recover some ground here. Turner. That one goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it was tipped off the hand of a Ram. Sets up 24-18 set point for the Royals. Pushed over by Connor, unreturnable. Rams still keeping their dream alive of a sweep. And Leslie Flores back to serve. Knatzer out of bounds, 24-20. Rams got to score 4 consecutive here as Coach Robin Vanoy calls a timeout. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Gigabee Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabee Networks going further with the Rams. The Grind 103 Spring Creek offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. And to mention, the Coaches Show is now going to be hosted at the Student Activity Center, the SAC, every Monday night. Now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, along with Beyond the Rim, where we take an in-depth look at the lives of our athletes beyond their sport here at Bluefield University. Leslie Flores back to serve. Gonna have to make up some ground here as that one goes across. Lukey out of bounds again. 24-21. Pushed across. Unreturnable from Lukey makes it 24-22. Flores serves again. Renner, Lukey. Flores puts it over. Lukey. Laney. Turner blocked. Walcott. Knatzer. Renner bumps it over. Pushed across and drops under the net. 24-23. Still set point for the Royals as they take another break, and we're going to keep it here. Quite an exciting array as it is 24-23. Rams trying to force extra points here in set number 3. Your Sweet Sweepers are sweeping up the sweat. We saw these Rams in a moment quite like this last Saturday against St. Andrews, where they were down 9-14 and brought it back very close and ended up dropping that one 16-14. And this will be one of those mental challenges that Coach Gallimore has to preach about all the time, and how the mental lapses are what really dropped this team. As it's 24-23, they're gonna break out here. And Flores back to serve once again. Renner. Lewis. Walcott. As that drops right in, and they're going to have to go into extra points, all tied up, 24-24. Leslie Flores back to serve. That one goes across to Laney. Lewis. Sotomayor over by Knatzer. Walcott. Connor blocked. As that one drops right in on the far line, sets up. Set point once again for the Royals, and McReynolds goes back to serve. Walcott, Connor, out of bounds, and the point goes to Bluefield. Coach Vanoy not very happy. Makes it 25-25 as that goes across from Connor. Knatzer. Flores. Walcott to Sotomayor, blocked! Connor not able to get it up. Sets up another set point for the Royals. Knatzer. Serving. Lewis. Through the hands of McReynolds, unreturnable. Ties it up 26-26. As Reese Turner goes back to serve. As that drops right through, sets up another set point. Jordan Martin, freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee. Lewis. Recovered on the line as that drops right in. And they take the set 28-26. And if you missed it earlier, I had the opportunity to talk with DeMarcus Wimbush a little bit for our next homecoming special, Beyond the Ram, our former homecoming king, and here's a sneak peek.
What was it like being homecoming king?
Well, the previous year I had got Prince, so I was like, okay, I think I'm a pretty popular dude anyway. So I was like, okay, I'm not thinking I'm gonna get a king. I forgot who else was running with me, but my friend Taylor, she had got Queen, and then they yelled my name. I was like, really? And I wasn't too excited because I don't know who we were playing, and I was just so focused in on the game, and just forgot that hey, I got the homecoming king. But it was definitely an honor getting homecoming king, and whoever gets it this year, it's gonna be very special. And you know what I'm saying, as long as if it's a football player, hopefully he don't get too distracted and get caught up in the moment, and still stay focused for our game.
Now, what would you do if they, because a lot of times what they do is they make the former person bestow the previous crown onto that person.
Well, I can tell you one thing. He ain't getting my crown. That's my crown. I wore it. I earned it. So I'm not giving that up. If they want it, they gonna have to come get it.
What was it like getting homecoming king?
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve.
And we're back for set number 4 of action here at the Dome Gymnasium. It's senior day. We recognize a couple of our seniors in Adriana Grajeda, Gabby Courtney, Leslie Flores, Cassidy Brown, and Aubrey Watcott. As Brown tags in for Turner. And Aubrey Watcott is back to serve. Serve coming from Watcott. Lukey. Hannaford. Hit up and out. Puts the first point on the board for the Rams. You're just not joining us. Rams went up 2-0, dropping set number 3 as we go into set number 4. Serve coming from Watcott. Renner. Pushed over and up and unreturnable. As a pair of ones on the clock. Lukey back to serve. Point to Bluefield. Renner, Lukey, as it goes through the wall, ties it up 2-2. Ram showed a lot of tenacity, being down as much as 6 with 24-18. And they came back and ended up losing the last set, 28-26. As that service error coming from McReynolds puts a point and possession with Bluefield. Connor. Lukey. Wilkerson. Brought up, but not in time, tying it up 3-3 as Knatzer goes back to serve. Dropping through the hands of Shoemaker and Davis. Check that Lamy. Makes it 4-3. Serve coming from Turner. McReynolds. Pushed up and over. Point to Bluefield off of a double. Check that, a lift. 5-3. Jamari Starks, one of the sweat sweepers, sweeping up sweat. And cheers come from the crowd for Jamari. Serve coming from Turner. That service error makes it 5-4. As Martin comes in for Lamy. And the Nashville, Tennessee native goes from left to right. Brown off of the flick of the wrist, it goes across, tying it up 5-5. Martin still serving. Brown unable to be recovered, makes it 6-5 in favor of the Royals. That drops in past the tape. Lewis. Blocked by Lukey, makes it 7-5. Martin. Service error, 7-6. Ducey coming in for Sotomayor. She goes back to serve. Martin. Wilkerson. Walcott. Flores pushes it over under the net. Ties it up, 7-7. Gonna do a fast tempo. Asked by Gallimore. McReynolds, Martin, pushed over by Wilkerson. Grajeda on the far side coming across. Martin to Lukey. Brown unable to get there in time. Coach Gallimore was looking for a double. The dribbling Renner comes across. Knatzer. Blocked. Backwards progress. Knatzer puts it over. Walcott. Flores drops in on the far side. Puts another point. Ties it up 8-8. Martin. Blocked at the line from Connor. 9-8. Lewis, right to Renner. Pushed over. Cassie Brown unable to get it up, tying it up 9-9. And Jamaica serving. Out of White Pine, Tennessee, is service error. Walcott, right to Renner. Martin. Stopped up, but Walcott able to bring it in as it goes past the little tick line. 10-10. Flores. Lukey. Pushed over. Possibly would have gone out of bounds, but Royals take the lead. 11-10. Lukey back to serve. Right to Ducey. Flores. Knatzer. And a double. Flores. Serving. McReynolds. Sotomayor with the kill. 12-12. It's Elon, Michigan native, and Kirsten Palmbaugh serving. Chips in past the tape. Locked at the line. Unsuccessful as that rolls out. Lewis. Pass Leslie Flores. 14-12. Knatzer. Dribbles. Grajeda as that drops right in front of McReynolds. Reese Turner. Lukey. Walcott. Drops in on the back line, making it 14 all. Turner back to serve again. Dropping inbound on the far touchline. Rams take the lead. Carter. Shoemaker. Flores puts it over and it goes out of bounds. Martin. Hit up. Brown not able to get there in time. Makes it 16-15. Blocked. Sotomayor. Martin hitting it up. Lukey. Cross to Wilkerson as it gets past Lewis and Flores. 17-15. Timeout called by Bluefield. And we're going to take a short break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
$7:15. Martin getting the call from the ref. Brown unable to be returned. Makes it 18-15. Martin, right to Lewis. Walcott pushes it over and drops it right in. 18-16. Sarah Ducey back to serve out of Plant City, Florida. Martin, blocked by Grajeda. 18-17. McReynolds in the hands of Flores. 19-17. Sotomayor tagging in for Ducey. Renner back to serve out of Greenville, Tennessee. Right to Lewis. Brown, Flores, Martin. Lukey blocked. Knatzer pushed over the (2017) after that little confusing call. Renner, Walcott Flores pushes it over. Off the hands of Reeves. 20-18. And Georgia Lewis goes back to serve. Georgia Lewis. Martin sets it, Shoemaker. Blocked. Set, hit over by Flores, Knatzer. Martin. Reeves goes across. It passed off the hands of Martin, makes it 20-19. And Georgia Lewis goes back to serve. Kept on their side, and that one goes under the net. Ties it up, 20-20. And Georgia Lewis serving. Martin. Pushed up by Reeves. Flores. Almost touching the ceiling. Martin hits it over. Lewis. Watcott. Palms it over Flores. And the Rams take the lead 21-20 as Georgia Lewis goes back to serve. And a timeout called by Johnson. You got to think, if you're Coach Vinoy, you got to tell your girls that you can't give up such a major lead that late in a very important set for them. 21-20 here on your homecoming game. Like I said, you got senior day here for volleyball, our final game as they go on the road later this week. And then tonight at 6 o'clock, your Bluefield football team will be taking on St. Andrews. Last time that those two met up, it was quite an exciting match early in the season. And then, of course, tomorrow you have 2 senior days for men's and women's soccer at the Eastover Soccer Complex, where they both will be taking on the Truett McConnell Bears as the Bears make their way up from Cleveland, Georgia. Georgia Lewis in the serving box once again. Serve comes and across. Martin. Stopped up at the line, Knatzer. Stopped up at the line, pushed over. Knatzer. Lukey, palmed up. Flores, Martin. Knatzer. Drops right in from the hit of Sotomayor. Makes it 22-20 in favor of the Rams. Lewis back to serve. Knatzer. Blocked! And that one goes out of bounds from Connor. Makes it 23-20. And a timeout called by the Royals as the Rams are 2 away from ending this set in their favor and winning the match. To start off an array of great games that we'll be seeing all this weekend. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Merchant Mall Catering. The Chick-fil-A Merchant Mall locations offers options such as nugget strips, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Dutch's Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their heart in the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Gearbing Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable cable with no data caps. Gearbing Networks going further with the Rams. Slope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions in West Virginia and Virginia. Slope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind, 1-3 Spring Street used to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. The Grind never stops. As it is 23-20, the serve comes from Lewis. Martin, Shoemaker blocked. Across to Reeves, punched. Walcott, Flores, that drops in. 24-20, match point. Georgia Lewis having one of the best rallies of her young career as a Ram. Martin, pushed over. Connor, that trickles in. Pushed across by Lukey. Flores, a little out of rhythm, 24-21, still match point for the Rams, as Kraft will have to be the one to put some points on the board for the Royals if they want to have a chance of forcing extra points. And set number 5, Walcott. Flores with the kill! So much power and great as she finishes her final game here in the Dome. What an exciting way to end her time here at the Dome as they go on the road. Like I said, next we'll see of the volleyball team. And check that. We're going to focus in on Coach Alvarez as he does his quick goodbye. And just like that, the Rams win this set and the match 3-1. We'll be back here in a short sec with Coach Buddy Gallimore for a post-game interview.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
And the Bluefield University Rams take this one 3-1 against the Johnson University Royals. I'm here with Coach Buddy Gallimore. Coach, what an amazing win.
That was fun. We needed to finish that. they carried the momentum over from that third set that we lost and carried it over to the fourth and did a good job finishing.
Now, of course, the biggest thing was in that third set. You guys were down 24-18 at one point, and although you guys dropped the set 28-26, you guys came back and fought a lot in that set.
They did. They didn't quit, and they showed some energy late in that set, and that carried over. We dug ourselves a hole early in that set, and we played even with them the rest of the way. So when you only got a finite amount of points, you've got to go early.
And of course, this is senior day. You have five seniors that were recognized today. What does it mean for them to go out on a win like this?
Well, it just means everything for me that their last home match is a win. But our season's not over. They know that. They understand that. And we've got a tough set of road matches coming up. And I'm just thankful for the seniors, everything they've done for us. They've built this program up. They're the leaders of this group, and we couldn't do any of this stuff without us.
Now, like you mentioned, you guys are on the road for your next and final 5 sets of the regular season. How do you feel going into those?
We're starting to play with a little more confidence. This is kind of like the beginning of the season now. We found a rotation where we want to be. Now we're trying to figure out what we need to do in those rotations. And so with that, we're getting better every match. And we just got to keep playing, play at one point at a time, one set at a time, one match at a time. We can't look ahead.
And Coach, thank you so much for joining me. And I know this is our final one of this season. I want to appreciate everything that you guys have done. And you guys have had just a spectacular season, only losing like twice here at the Dome. And this is amazing.
Well, I want to thank you for broadcasting. I appreciate it. And I know the fans at home appreciate it. You do a great job. And I look forward to it again next year.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Gallimore, for joining me and for the entire season. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take it easy, Rams fans.